Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Barry, that Goat Metal Show, with the President's Day weekly recap. Yeah. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody had a great week as we go into this President's Week where, you know, so a lot of the kids got off from school. It's a holiday. Everybody's chilling, recovering. I also want to give a quick shout out to my bass player Louie. We had the great time yesterday. We attended his 50th surprise birthday party yesterday. That was done by his wife. Man, they did a great job. We went to Jersey. We had fun, food, drinks. It was a great time. Happy birthday, Louis. Man, we love you. All right. Now to the news. All right. Uh People in are complaining about the Black Sabbath prices for their final show July 5th. Yeah, the prices were a little bit to the extreme. They were going for, I think the cheapest was, I think, 197 pounds, and then I think the most expensive saw it up to almost 800 pounds. Which, people were there riffing and complaining, which for nothing, because as soon as the tickets went on sale, they were sold out in 16 minutes. All right, 16 minutes. Okay, they were all sold out, which means, I know here in the United States they deal with that stuff with the ticket scalping and stuff, and they go and they jack up the prices and stuff. So I guess maybe over in the UK they don't really have something in place for things like that. I know in the United States they started, doing that, where they were trying to like cut that down. But it looks like all the complaints about it, now you're gonna end up paying even more money than you thought before. And some sad news. Jan Martin Jensen, who was the festival founder of Infernal Metal, has passed away. I guess he had a long battle with cancer, and he finally succumbed to it. He had that festival going on in Norway for quite a while, and I think the last festival he had set up before he passed was it's coming up April 17th to the 20th in Norway. He had acts like Behemoth, Satricon, Abba, 1349, Rotting Christ, Tiamat, the Black Dahlia Murder. He was going to have a nice little setup there. It's a shame, when you got a promoter who goes and he puts out some great acts, great festivals, and things that, nothing. I've heard nothing but good things about that festival. So, rest in peace. Rest in peace, man. It's a shame. And here we got the Melvins and Napalm Death announce a collaborative album. Wow, I'm just the Melvins will hit the road this April, but that's not all. The duo will have now announced a collaborative record called Savage Imperial Death March that'll be out in vinyl this Sunday via Amp Records. Also here, hoping that this hits streaming services. Wow, that's gonna be pretty interesting. Napalm Death and the Melvins. I mean, can't go wrong with that. You get the best of both worlds there, man. That's gonna be a fucking killer show, man. And great album to check out, man. I think that's gonna be something worth checking out. All right. And some news over here on the home front. Our very own Lou from Sick of It All. He's undergoing his final chemotherapy treatment, which this was all the way back from February 13th. So we're assuming he already had it. We're hoping that everything's going well. He was in high spirits, while he was getting the treatment done, and we wish him nothing but the best, man. All right, Lou, you're great, and we wish you nothing but fast healing, and can't wait to see you back on the stage. All right. And also in other news, which I really don't give two craps about too much, but we're gonna announce it anyway. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Okay, these are the nominees. They got Bad Company, the Black Crowes, Mariah Carey, Chubby Checker, Joe Cocker, Billy Idol, Joe Davison in New Order, Cyndi Lauper, Mana, Oasis, Outkast, Fish, Soundgarden, and the White Stripes. I'm just surprised that there's actually more rock acts than there is either R&B or hip hop, which I've always said that I don't think they should have. It's not rock and roll. Cyndi Lauper to me is more rock and roll than Mariah Carey. So I don't understand this at all. But it is what it is. The black. Look, I know people say, "Yo, why even bother with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?" But it's news, and we'll talk about it. All right, and then in other news, we have the Vince Neil. He just can't get out of the way of getting any vehicle he owns into an accident, which is a fucking shame. His plane, he had a plane that he owned was involved in a fatal collision in Scottsdale, Arizona, And unfortunately, I believe there was some deaths there. I think the pilots passed away. They parked into they had an issue landing, and I think they parked into a parked plane, and yeah, that's sad. So Vince Neil wasn't on the plane, but he owns it. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of things with that, man. It's a shame. And last but not least, we're gonna get into some metal bochinche. Killswitch engaged Mike D'Antonio responds to allegations that he made artwork with AI. He basically is the artist for the albums, the bass player from Killswitch Engage, and this is what he had to say. The cover art was not done by AI, no matter what people are saying on the internet. I killed myself making that fucking cover art. So don't tell me I just typed some words into a computer and it popped up, because that's 8 months later. That's not what happened. Well, there you go. Let's see what happens from there. We're sending it over to Rich. Take it over, Rich.
Thanks, Barry. The lineup for the CY Fest 2025 has been released. The lineup will feature Midnight, Ratos de Porao, Weekend Nachos, Haggis, Infest, Iron Lung, and many more on Saturday, September the 6th in Los Angeles. Dark Lord Day Fest in Indiana, May 17th with Nash Gold, Drab Majesty, Pig Destroyer, Ghoul, and a special guest to be announced. September 19th at the Brooklyn Monarch, the undercard has been announced for Beherit with Battle Ruins, Impure, and a special guest to be announced at the Brooklyn Monarch. May the 16th in Brooklyn, New York at the Paramount, My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult, Die Krups, Nitzer Ebb, and Ministry. This spring, short East Coast tour from Cemetery Rapist. The lineup has been announced for Hellfest, June 19th through the 22nd in France. Saturday, April the 12th at Gold Sounds, Brooklyn, New York, No Mas, Bandit, Organ Dealer, and straight from Singapore, Wormrot, with their only New York appearance.